Let's continue with the second chapter from your political science book of grade 12. The name of the chapter is Unitary and Federal System. We have understood what is the meaning of unitary government or unitary states, what are the features they are having. Now in your book, page number 30, from here you are going to start today. And here they are saying the United Kingdom, that is UK, as a unitary state. This is an example which is taken in the book, and they're explaining what is the meaning of unitary state. Already in the previous video I have told about it, but then also let's recall the points of it once again. The UK is a unitary state. The constitution of UK is neither written nor does it enjoy the supreme status. So as I have told you that UK is not having any written constitution. How the state is ruled? The state is ruled with the convention. Convention means the norms which are being followed by the people for many years, but it is not in a written format. So that is a convention. So the constitution is unwritten, that's why it is followed in a convention way. And what are the decisions taken by the court? So the Supreme Court there, whatever decision they are taking, it is in a written format. So that is also indirectly you can say rules of the nation. So here we are having only one parliament, and as I have discussed with you, it is a bicameral legislature, that is having House of Lords and House of Commons. House of Lords is the upper house and the House of Commons is the lower house of the parliament, and they are having only one Supreme Court. So British Supreme Court has no power to declare any law to the parliament or to that it is unconstitutional or can avoid it. They are having no such power. The legislature or the parliament is having the ultimate power. They are making the law and applying it all over the country. Okay, there is no division of power and all power are in the hands of the government of UK, which is called Her Majesty government. It is known as Her Majesty government. Why Her Majesty? Because still now in UK you can find there is Queen. Okay, so they are saying Her Majesty government, but the head of the state is you can say the Queen is playing a role of the President of India, similar like that. She can also put a signature by the end and convert any bill and make it active or can make it act. Okay, from bill it is coming to act. So similar role as the President of India. The local governments are in UK are deriving power from the central government. They are having only one single central government. The British political system is characterized as a single executive, single legislature and single judiciary for the whole country. I have already told you the local government, there can be local government, there cannot be local government in a unitary state. So in UK they are having local government, and this local government is having or playing their role according to the direction of the central government, and if anytime the central government feels that they don't need any local body, can dissolve that local body from the power. So next we are having federal states. I have already told you, we have compared between the unitary and the federal. Unitary is having only one single center where all the powers are residing. So, and in federal we are just having the opposite one. In the federal system there are many levels of the division of power. There are many levels and in the government, and power is getting divided. So what is the meaning of a federation? I have underlined. You can also underline in your book. When several small states decide to merge and form a big sovereign state, but at the same time retain one power of authority and the other being vested to the government of the state formed by them, the system that emerges is called federation or the federal state. Like USA. When USA came into power, that time USA first was colonized by the British power. So when they got the freedom, there were 13 states, 13 states. These 13 small states came together and they tried to unite themselves and form a independent sovereign state. So they joined together, and that time they're calling it as United States of America. So they got united. Okay, This is a form of federation. There we are having division of power between the central government and the state government, or you can say local government. In a federal state, there can be division of power between two or more than two levels of the government. So now let us understand I have already told you the definition meaning of the federation word, and basically C.F. Strong or Montesquieu's theory or opinion is accepted worldwide. So you can learn the definition of Montesquieu if you want to. And next is the features of a federal state. Division of power will be there. Division of power means the state government, the local government, and the and the union government. There are divisions, okay. And this division of power is already written in the constitution. Basically, the federal states are having written constitution. Why? So that they can avoid any confusion very clearly, very easily. They can clear the confusion. For that, they're having the written constitution. As before I have explained you, the written constitution is a rigid constitution because written format is there and easily it cannot get amended. For that, it is bit rigid by nature. And rigid constitution, more than 50%, that is, you can say 3/4 of the members' opinion is needed to change or amend the constitution. Then supreme of federal constitution. In a federal system, you can find that the constitution is enjoying supreme power, and the central government is also sometimes in some matter we can find is having much more power than the state government. And judiciary system also, in judiciary system of the federal system, we can find that there are different levels of judiciary system. For example, if we take India, we are having district court, then we are having the high court, and then we are having the apex court, that is the supreme court. There also we are having 3 layers. Then we are having dual administration. Dual administration means the central government and the state government. This is the dual administration. Then they are saying about the dual citizenship. This doesn't reside in India exactly, but it is found in USA. Dual citizenship, like we have one I-card, right? We are having only one I-card, and that is showing that yes, we are the Indian citizen and our local address is written there. Similarly, in dual citizenship, we can find that there will be 2 I-cards of that single person. One will denote that yes, that this person is a member of that nation, and the other will say from which area you belong. This is dual citizenship. Bicameral legislature means 2 houses will be there, as I have explained you before. Like UK is having House of Lords, House of Commons. Like the USA is calling its parliament. They're not calling parliament, they're calling their parliament as Congress, and they're saying Senate and House of Representatives. They are also having 2 houses in their parliament. So they are saying is bicameral legislature. Then equality of all federation states. So there is equality, means all the states under the federal form of government is treated equally. Okay, and lots of examples are given in your book, that lots of examples with their number of union territories, districts and states they have mentioned here. You can see worldwide it is being followed by more than 15 examples are given there in your book. So hopefully you have understood the chapter. Please go through the chapter. Any doubt you can always text me. Thank you.